Welcome, guys. My name is Jim McCord. I am a realtor. I've been a realtor since 1993. Sold full-time for 27 years, and now what I do is I coach realtors nationwide, and I also share this incredible affiliate marketing service called MailBoxPower. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. It'll take about 20-25 minutes, and if you watch to the end of this, I think you will be blown away. When I say on here it's the best marketing I'm aware of for realtors, that's not an exaggeration. It really is crazy what it has done for my real estate business and for thousands of others. So let's jump right into it here. I'm going to share with you today how to use MailBoxPower to prospect for listings, because I personally have always believed that's where the money is. Most realtors don't make it. The statistics are nationwide statistics. 80% of newly licensed realtors nationwide will leave the industry within 2 or 3 years. It has always been 80% or slightly more every year since 1993. And if agents will go out and get listings, they will always have plenty of closings. They'll get buyers, and they will never have to leave the industry unless they choose to. So listings is where it's at. And so that's why I put that first. I will share with you how to use MailBoxPower to get listings, how you can turn renters into buyers, and how you can thank your clients and get more repeat and referral business. And to me, it's really important, and I've always been different than other realtors, and that's kind of the main thrust of what I coach realtors nationwide, is they really need to be different than other realtors. Because there's way too many realtors in whatever market you're in. Now, most of them are not working full time, but you need to set yourself apart. This is the kind of information that most realtors, if not almost all, are sending to for sale by owners, to expireds, to their sphere, past clients. It's all company information, and it's good information, but it's all the same, slightly different look and a different broker, a different logo, and a different realtor's name. And this is an idea of what you can do with MailBoxPower. And with MailBoxPower, all these products that you see, you don't print these out at your home or office computer and send them. You design them either on your cell phone, your tablet, or your laptop, or your desktop, and hit send, input a recipient's name and address, and the company prints and sends all these items. So keep in mind, this is not something you print out. You design it, but they print it and send it. And the difference is, like that card on the right, that is a 2-panel card. And this is an example of how to prospect a for sale by owner or an expired. You can send a card and a card alone, and the cost of a 5x7 custom card like this is going to be one of 3 different things. It's either going to be free, which is postage only, 55 cents, because you do get 50 of those free every month if you're a pro account. And then after that, they're 50 cents plus postage, so $1.05. And then if someone joins on the light account, they're $1.99 plus postage. So those are the 3 options. But that is so, even receiving just the card is so much better than a seller, homeowner receiving that kind of information, because you're putting the photo of that homeowner's house on the front of that card. And then you do have the option of including other gifts. And you'll see in a little bit here, there's all kind of gifts that you can give. The ones that I like the most are the brownies and the coffee mugs. But, and some realtors join and they do send out these things, and they put, that realtor's logo and that realtor's face on the mugs, and that's fine. But I'm telling you, that doesn't have the power. Whereas if you make the mug, the brownies, and the card all about the person you're sending it to, and then I included some brownies, and you'll see on the brownies, I used a slightly different shot of that house. This is another example, 5x7 card. You have the option of designing the card and the envelope, or just the card, and it comes in a white envelope. There's a little more cost with the 5x7s if you design the envelope also, but it's well worth it because an average realtor is making $5,000 or more per deal. So spending $2 on a card is nothing. So imagine if you own this house. This was down in Florida, and you're fingering through your 2 to 10 pieces of mail a day, and you see that envelope on the left, and that's your house. That's going to get your attention without question. Then you open that envelope and you see a card with another photo of your house on it. And you'll see the difference with this one. The previous card I shared, I just put the photo of the house only. And I do that quite often. And other times I'll put the photo and I'll do a border around it and I'll put some wording on it. Your listing is expired. Are you satisfied with your previous realtor? And then on both of these cards and all the cards you see, my information goes on the inside. So I do have an offer. I have a request to get an appointment with them, but that is always on the inside of the card, not on the front of the card. It's another 5x7 card with a mug I sent to a 8.5 hour listing. We got the appointment and the listing. And although it looks the same, this is a much bigger card. Those other cards were 5x7. We have postcards, we have 5x7 cards, and we have 8.5x11 cards, which the company calls gigograms. And they are truly phenomenal. It's extra thick stock on the card, and you design the card and the envelope. Cost is either $367 if you're a pro account customer or $699 if you're not. And then there's postage, which I believe is $1.30 on these. But with an 8.5x11 card, this is a mini farm in our county. Imagine this being your little mini farm, your house, your barn, and you go out to your mailbox and you see that envelope with a photo of your house on it, your property. And to be able to send that for $367 plus $1.30 postage, which is about $5, is really, really powerful for a realtor. That was how I use it and how I coach agents to use MailBoxPower to get listing appointments with for sale by owners and expirers. This is how I use MailBoxPower for closing gifts, or any gift really, but specifically closing on this particular home. I sold this home 2.5, 3 years ago, and had the seller and the buyer. So you have the option of sending these gifts, whether it's a card or a package, and you can include a card and as many gifts as you like, and it comes in one package. You have the option of sending those to anyone you want, or you can send them to yourself. Now, normally I'm sending these directly to the recipient, but in the case of closing gifts, I always do it ahead of time and I send it to myself. And I make sure I do it far enough ahead of time that I get it before the closing. Excuse me. And I bring this box into closing, and that has a photo of their house on the cover of the box, which is really powerful. In this case, they just paid almost $600,000 for that house, so you know they're going to keep that box. And at the closing table, once everything's signed, I just slide that box across the table and I say thank you, whatever their names are. And they get that box and they're kind of blown away. The other realtor sees it, the other clients see it, the sellers. And then when they open that box, they see 2 coffee mugs. This is one mug here. This is the 2 different sizes of one mug. So it's an aerial shot. And then with this particular client, I sent 2 different mugs. So they get 2 mugs. So I always send 2 mugs, normally 1 photo, but this particular one, I use 2 different photos. They got 4 brownies from me with a photo of their house. Thanks for working with me. Purchase your awesome new home. And a $25 Home Depot gift card. See my signature on the brownies. And this postcard. Thanks for working with me on the front with an aerial photo of their house. And my thank you note was on the back side of that card. So this is the total cost of all of those gifts. And this is truly amazing because I mentioned earlier, the average realtor's commission on a closing is certainly $5,000. In today's world, it's more than that, the average nationwide. And to spend $77 for all these customized gifts and a box, and you'll see on the right the cost of broken down of each individual item. I mean, these are really powerful closing gifts that they're going to keep. I've tried about everything over my 27 years of selling real estate, from gift baskets to wine bottles and gift cards, taking them out to lunch, you name it. Nothing has had the impact that sending custom gifts like this has had, because they keep them. It's all about them. I love to share the story about Cindy. Cindy Shirley is the #1 agent in our market. And she's also my #1 user in MailBoxPower. And she is the top agent, all companies, all agents in Northern Kentucky. And she uses MailBoxPower in a variety of ways, but she allowed me to share this particular way. Everyone she has ever worked with in all 15 years gets a birthday card from her every single year. And she does not, or her assistant does not have to go through every day and see who has birthdays and create a card. MailBoxPower has something called a campaign system, and you're actually given 4 or 5 campaigns. Birthday campaign is one of those. Half birthday is one. Nice to meet you is one. I forget the other ones, and you can create your own campaigns, which I've done a lot of. But Cindy uses the birthday campaign and inputs their name, their address, and instead of using the card that the company created, she created her own. And automatically, 7 days before every client's birthday, the company automatically generates the card that she created, and she includes 2 brownies. Now, every other year, that gets swapped out to a $5 Starbucks gift card. But everybody she's ever worked with gets a birthday card from her every year with 2 brownies or a $5 Starbucks gift card. And this is the card she uses. And it does have the recipient's name on the front of every card. Happy birthday. She sent this one to me, so Jim, but the company has merge fields. So in a case like this or any campaign where you're mailing to multiple people, either all at once or over a period of time, like with birthdays, it will personalize if you use the merge fields, which is really powerful. So the outside of the card has recipient's name, as does the inside of the card. And that's the back of the card. And so there's 4 panels on all these cards, all the 2 panel and all the gigograms, and you design all 4 panels yourself any way you'd like. On the screen now, you'll see a bunch of mugs, and these are large mugs. They're really high quality. I like to share them only because when I first started with the company, I would drop a picture on and send it, and I thought it was phenomenal, and it was. But the mugs, like the cards, the postcards, the greeting cards, and all gifts, you can create whatever collage of pictures or wording, borders, backgrounds you like, even on a coffee mug. So I like to throw that on just to let you know that it's not just dropping a picture on there. You can do whatever you like on here. And it's all done on the system. You don't have to go to another site and then save a JPEG and drop it in. You designed all of these on MailBoxPower. Now I'm going to share with you how you can turn renters into buyers. And this is a card that I created. And it has that merge field. That's what a merge field looks like. 2 brackets, first name, and then the 2 end brackets. And that way it'll drop in. It pulls the first name from each person that's being sent to, and it's going to drop that. Now, if I wanted to put a space, bracket, last name, it would also do that. It puts whatever you want on there in the brackets. That is a recognized merge field. This went to renters only who had a credit score of 650 or higher in a zip code that I selected. And you'll see here in a minute, this is the back of the postcard. And again, I use those merge field, first name merge field. So each card that went out had the first name of the recipient in the front and on the back. And to get that list, I did not have to go out and buy a mailing list. You can do that if you're a pro account customer on MailBoxPower. You simply click on address book and then click on build a mailing list, and this page comes up. And you can narrow this down in so many ways. It'll blow you away when you get on there. But for this particular example, I chose individuals, and I picked renters only in 1 zip code, 41071, with an estimated credit rating of 650 or higher, with an income of 30,000 or more. So the system told me that there were 305 matches in that zip code that met those parameters. And I put 305 in the number I want. And it told me I could buy those names and addresses for $28.82, which is incredibly powerful. And when you buy those names and addresses get dropped into your address book in one particular group. So then I can just attach that card to that group. And the next day, all 305 postcards are going to go out customized with the recipient's name. And this was the total cost of that first mailing. $28.82 to buy the list, $112.85 to print, because as a pro account customer, which most customers are, and I don't think I mentioned, if you want to use the build a mailing list feature, you do need to be on the pro package. But with the pro package, you have a lot of advantage. One of them is you get to use that build a mailing list. The other one is you can send unlimited 4x6 postcards for postage only. So there's no cost to design and print and send the postcards other than the postage. 305 times 37 cents is $112. So that first mailing cost me $141. Now that I have those names and the addresses, I can use them for a year. I can mail to those same clients once a month. And obviously there's not going to be the $28 charge. It's going to be $112. Now that is powerful to be able to mail a postcard like that out to 305 people who are renting right now in one particular zip code that I work. Incredibly powerful. And we have a design store. That card that I shared is in that design store, as are dozens and dozens of other real estate specific cards. We have designers who create cards and create designs for cards and for gifts. And you can select one of those and buy the right to use that design. You know, when you buy that, then that design, that card, those products are on your site and you can make changes to them and save them. So when you see the cost of a design, like anywhere from $249 to the highest, looks like $25 on this one, most of them are around $5 or $6. Once you buy that, you can keep it as it is, or you can customize it and save it yourself. That's a one-time fee. There are people who like to design all their own cards. I'm one of them. And there are people who just don't like to do that, and they like to use other people's designs. And we have 12, there are 12 pages just like this that are all real estate specific designs. Phenomenal. And then just as of a week ago, MailBoxPower is offering laser engraved products. And most of these are high-end products, and they are really nice, high-quality products that they are laser engraving names in. These are the products. I think there's one more, a large water bottle, but these are all high-end products, and everything is under $100. There's nothing here over $100, but these are all really high quality. So these are going to really fit in well, especially with realtors, to be able to send like a wine box with a person's name on it, with some tumblers, some wine tumblers with their name on it. We've got, actually have a, this one was sent to me, the laser engraved barbecue tool set. There it is right there. It's very large. It's about, looks like it's about 24 inches long by 7 or 8 inches wide. And they've got my name right on it. And then when you open it, you've got your barbecue tools. So these are really high quality gifts that were just recently added. And I do have a book, A Revolution of Real Estate Sales, I wrote about 6 years ago. It became a #1 bestseller in the real estate market on Amazon. Now the book on Amazon is still my old book. I haven't updated it, but you can get the updated book. I did rewrite it. I updated it, and the updated book is on MailBoxPower. So you go to MailBoxPower.com, you get that for either $5.99 or $7.99. And again, Jim McCord, I have a lot of videos on YouTube. Like a lot of these Wednesdays I've recorded, and I have a whole lot of other videos how to use MailBoxPower for realtors specifically on my YouTube page. So if you just search Jim McCord on YouTube, you'll find that. And with MailBoxPower, you do need an invitation code to sign up. So please contact the person who sent you this video, and you'll get their invitation code, and you can call them or text them or email them. So it truly is the best marketing tool I've used. I don't say that because I make money. It's an affiliate company. I say it because it's a fact. And back before COVID hit, especially with a previous company that was similar to this, I would travel the country quite often and give presentations to 100, 200, 300 realtors. And I'd always say at the end, after people saw my presentation, if you know of anything more powerful than this, please come up to me immediately or mention it right now, because I want to know about it. And I've gave 15 or 20 of these presentations live across the country in person, and no one has ever even thought, nobody's ever came up to me. It's just a fact. It's amazing that these large companies, I'm with Keller Williams. Keller is the largest real estate company in the country and the world, and they sell more than all other companies. Keller doesn't have anything like this. EXP doesn't, Coldwell Banker doesn't. It's mind-boggling, but that is a real advantage for those of us realtors who are